Good morning, students, and today we are starting with chapter number 5, Arithmetic Progressions. In fact, in class 10th standard, up to 4 chapters, that is the first chapter, real numbers, second chapter, polynomials, and third chapter, linear pair of linear equations, and the fourth chapter, quadratic equations. All these 4 lessons you have studied in earlier classes, and they were just a little bit of upgradation, and you might have felt like you are still in ninth standard, you are doing the sums which are in ninth standard only. And the real enjoyment of class 10th mathematics starts with arithmetic progressions, because here there is a lot to multiply, to add, to subtract, and to solve, unlike in earlier classes and earlier chapters. Now, before coming to this topic, let's remember the things that we have done in our earlier classes. From class 3rd onwards, 4th onwards, we used to solve patterns. For example, here if you see 2, 5, 7, 9, what comes next? Just observe. You would have solved so many patterns in your primary classes, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9. All those classes you were solving all patterns this way: 2, 5, 7, 9, or like 3, 9, 15, 21. What comes next? Just look and think. 2, 8, 32, 128, and 9, 27, 81. What comes next in this pattern? And 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. So what comes next in this pattern? So like these questions, you have answered so many such questions in your previous classes, and today we are going to study them using algebra. And from this class, algebra has roughly 23 marks, and algebra ends with this chapter. And next on we are starting with geometry in 6th chapter. Coordinate geometry and geometry together comes in they are two different things. And then we go to trigonometry and applications of trigonometry, and then we move on to again mensuration part, surface areas and volumes, and again some geometry part like constructions and circles and tangents, and all these things you'll be learning in the latter chapters. Algebra, this is the last lesson. So now in arithmetic progressions, before let us naming it arithmetic progression, let's start with a small word which we all know, that is patterns. We used to call them patterns in our previous classes. Arithmetic progressions ये शब्द थोड़ा देर के लिए भूल जाते. Let's think we are learning the concept called patterns. So let's see. Let us solve these patterns first. So 2, 5, 7, 9, and the next term is 11, next term is 13, and next term is 15. How? 2, when you are adding a fixed number, sorry, there is some small thing, it must be 3. Okay, 3, and you add 2, 5, you add 2, 7, you add 2, 9, then 11, then 13, then 15. So it must be 3. And next 3, 9, 15. 3, if you add 6, it's 9. If you add 6, it's 15, and 15, if you add 6, it's 21, and if you add 6, 27. If you add 6, it's 33, and if you add 6, it is 39. So you're adding and you're getting the next number. Now coming to 2, 8, 32, 128. Here you can clearly see the increase is too much. Like in 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, the first one, if you observe, it's the increase only fixed, small because all the numbers are together. Even 3, 9, 15, 21 also you can see a gradual rise, but in this case you are seeing 2, 8, 32, 128. It's increasing more than the previous patterns. So here it must be multiplication. So 2 4s are 8, 8 4s are 32, 32 4s are 128, 128 4s are 512, 512 4s are 20, 48. And same case is 9, 27, 81, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81, 81 3s are 243, and 243s are 729. This is an interesting pattern. You must remember these numbers for quick calculations in next chapters, because 3 square is 9, 3 cube is 27, 3 power 4 is 81, 3 power 5 is 243, 3 power 6 is 729. In factorization and all, you will be very fast if you remember these things. So this pattern you can remember well. And coming to the next one, you would have got the answer already. 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. Next 1 by 8 and 1 by 10. So these are all the patterns that we have learned in our previous classes. Now from patterns, in these patterns you have observed three types. The first two types, if you observe carefully, in these two types of patterns we have got next number, every next number by adding a fixed number to the previous things. And in these two patterns we have observed, we got the new term, that missing term, by multiplying with some other number. And in this pattern you got the new number by adding some fixed number in the denominator. So these things, these patterns which come by addition, multiplication and division, these things only we call as progressions. Sometimes we use the word series, sometimes we use the word sequence. In fact, sequences and progressions, there isn't any difference. If you write numbers like this in order, in a logical order of addition or multiplication or subtraction, or in any other order, we call them sequence. Fibonacci sequence, you would have heard. That sequence goes somewhat like this. You will take some term and again the same term, and you keep on adding these two terms, you will get the new term, and again you add two consecutive terms and you get the new term. Here the logic is addition, but the thing is it is not adding a fixed number like in this case. So that also we call as sequence. So sequence is simply a pattern written by separating with commas. In place of commas, if you use plus, if you write for example the first pattern 3 plus 5 plus, okay, let me correct this, this is 3, okay, 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. If you write using plus, we call that as series. Okay, again, in while writing a series, it need not necessarily an arithmetic, means like here by addition only it need not come. You can even write 2 plus 8 plus 32 plus so on, this one, or you can write 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So simply you're writing by keeping plus or minus in the middle constantly, you call it a series. If you're writing them by separating with commas, you call it a sequence. And if you're writing by using addition logic or multiplication logic or division logic, we call them progressions. So this is a fine small differences between the three terms. Sometimes in many cases we use them in one place of other, but generally they have their own meaning. We should use particularly. Now coming to our concept arithmetic progressions, you have to remember this first example. In this class, in the class 10th, we are dealing with only first two types of things, that is we are getting next term by adding a fixed number. Like in our first example we have added 2 and we got the next number, and in second example we have added 6. Like that, by 6, one particular number, if you keep on adding and you're getting keep on getting the next term, that kind of patterns or progressions we are going to use, and we call them arithmetic progressions. Now similarly here we are getting by multiplication and we call them geometric. If these are arithmetic, these are geometric progressions, because we are getting the next number by multiplying. And here in denominator you are adding, and this one we call as harmonic progressions. Generally we refer to them as arithmetic progressions, geometric progressions and harmonic progressions. But these two terms are currently out of syllabus. This is for knowing purpose only. You have to remember only this arithmetic progressions concept. So what we are saying basically is we are calling them as arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. So this class will be dealing only with arithmetic progression as our heading suggests. So we are dealing with arithmetic progression. So what is arithmetic progression now? Now if we go for the textbook definition, an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first one. Okay, the first one is missing, no problem. So this is arithmetic progression here. Here we are going to get the numbers by adding. For let us take the example from the previous examples, that is 3, 9, 15, 21. Here if you see, 9 is obtained by adding some number to the previous term. The previous term is 6, you added 6. Similarly 15 is obtained by adding, what is its precedent term? 9, 6 to the previous term. And 21 is obtained by adding this fixed number to the previous term. So every term is obtained by adding some fixed number to the previous term. 9 का previous, the precedent term of 9 is 3. 9 से पहले 3 है, 3 को हम 6 ऐड किए तो 9 आया. Again 9, if you add 6, 15 you will get. The next time you are getting again by adding 6. So the 6 is fixed here. Now here this is arithmetic progression. So list, this is a list. In this list there are so many numbers. Each number is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous term. Okay, each number we are calling as term, that you have to remember here. Now let us see here in this definition. If you clearly observe, there are two things, that is except the first term, except the definition first term. Now the first term, that is very important. We should know the first term, whatever it is, we call it as A. And the next term, next thing we have to know is this fixed term, that is called how can we explain this? For example, this 6 is not 6 is not seen in our series. For example, when you are seeing a series, when you are seeing the series, you are seeing only 3, 9, 6 and 3, 9, 15 and 21, but 6 is not seen. So how do we get this 6? We get this 6 by subtracting 9 minus 3. By subtracting two consecutive back-to-back numbers, if you subtract, you will get this 6. This number we call as, when you are getting this by subtraction, that's why we call it difference. And it is common throughout the series. Series जहाँ तक जाएगा वहाँ तक ये common है, इसलिए we call it common difference, CD. And to represent this, we use the word difference, D. So let us analyze this series, our example. So first term is 3, second term is 3 plus 6, third term is 3 plus 6, second term or x6, fourth term is third term 3 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, one more 6. So this is how every time we are getting the terms. So let us represent the first term with A. फर्स्ट टर्म को ये मानेंगे. एंड 6 को हम क्या बोले हैं प्रीवियस एग्जाम्पल में? डी, कॉमन डिफरेंस. सो ये प्लस 6 को क्या लिखेंगे? डी. एंड हियर ये 3 को ये बोल रहे फर्स्ट टर्म. एंड हाउ मेनी सिक्सेस आर देयर? 2 6s. सो दिस यू कैन राइट एज 2d. एंड हियर इन दिस केस ये प्लस हाउ मेनी सिक्सेस आर देयर? 3 6s, 3d. So this is called the general form of a arithmetic progression. So this is how we represent it. First term A, next second term A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, A plus 5D, A plus 6D, A plus 7D, A plus 8D. This is the common form of an arithmetic progression. Now how do we get sums? So this you have understood. Now we get basically 3 types of questions. So these are the 4 kinds of questions that we get. Is the given series or progression a arithmetic progression or not? That is the question sometimes they will ask. And the second time sometimes they will ask, if it is an AP, find the common difference. They say it is AP, we are giving you it is AP, but you have to find the common difference. And sometimes they'll ask you, simply they'll give you the AP and ask next term pata karo, या next 5 terms pata karo, 10 terms pata karo. That is the case. And last one, find arithmetic progression itself. They will give you only the first term and the common difference. You'll have to draw the entire series or entire progression. You'll have to make by yourself. These 4 are the types of questions that we get in our first exercises. Now let us see. These are the questions given. Is it an AP? 2, 4, 8, 16. So 2, 4, 8, 16. How do we do? This is first term. Second term we represent A2. Third term we represent A3. Fourth term we represent A4. How are we finding the common difference? Second term से first term निकाल रहे हैं. Common difference is equal to A2 minus A1. Similarly A3 minus A2. Similarly A4 minus A3. ये जब करेंगे तो every time we should get the same value. For example, in first case, what is the first term? A1 is 2. So let us see. A1 is equal to 2, A2 is equal to 4, A3 is equal to 6, A4 is equal to 16. Sorry, A3 is equal to 8 and A4 is equal to 16. Now A2 minus A1, that is 4 minus 2. How much? You get 2. And again A3 minus A2 also we have to do. That is 8 minus 4. How much we are getting? 4. So every time we are supposed to get the same difference, but we are getting a different differences here. So it is not an arithmetic progression. In other terms, यू हैव टू फर्स्ट डू a2 माइनस a1, सेकेंड टर्म से फर्स्ट टर्म माइनस करेंगे, a3 माइनस a2 थर्ड टर्म से सेकेंड टर्म माइनस करेंगे, a4 माइनस a3, लाइक दिस we will subtract every now and every term, give every given term with from the previous term, every given term from the next term, and we get some differences. This difference should come commonly everywhere, then only we can say that series is arithmetic progression. So here we have these many sums. Don't worry looking at the different kinds of questions. For example, let us see 5 by 2 minus 2, how much it is. 5 by 2 means 2.5 में से रफली 2 निकाल देंगे तो कितना बचेगा, हाफ. सिमिलरली 3 को क्या लिख सकते हैं, 6 by 2, 6 by 2 minus 5 by 2, again half you are getting. 7 by 2 minus 3, again you will get half. So every time you will get half. ये 5 by 2 minus 2 करेंगे या 3 minus 5 by 2 करेंगे या 7 by 2 minus 3 करेंगे, every time you are getting half. So you can tell it is a arithmetic progression. Same thing you are getting here. Minus 3 by 2, minus of minus 1 plus 1.2. So what it happens, 3.2 plus 1.2, 3.2 minus 1.2, 2. Similarly here 2, here 2, everywhere the difference is 2 only, so it is arithmetic progression. Similarly here 3 plus root 2 minus 3, root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2, root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 plus 2 root 2, root 2. So everywhere when you are doing a2 minus a1, a3 minus a2 and a4 minus a3, everywhere you are getting the same value, so you call it arithmetic progression. Here if you see 0.22 minus 0.2, this is 0.20, whereas 0.222 minus 0.22, if you do 0.002 you will get. So you will not get the same value every time, so you can write it as not an arithmetic progression. Similarly you can do this, and here if you see all terms are same, so if you do a2 minus a1 you will get 0, a3 minus a2 you will get 0, a4 minus a3 0. So for all the terms when you check, every time you are getting 0, so you can write it as an arithmetic progression. So this is how we are going to do the sums. It is an AP or not. Now the next model is find common difference. It is AP. They will give you it is AP, find the common difference. Again same formula, D is equal to a2 minus a1. इधर ये सब करने का जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि दे हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन इट इज arithmetic progression. You can do any of these things. a2 minus a1 भी कर सकते हैं, a3 minus a2 भी कर सकते हैं, a4 minus a3 भी कर सकते हैं. So by doing any of the things you can solve these second types of sums. Coming to the third type, find the next term. So ये तो ऑलरेडी हम फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल में ही किए. So before for finding next term you'll have to find two things, a is equal to and d is equal to. D is equal to a2 minus a1 you will do. How many terms they have given, the next term onwards you will be finding. For example here is the series 0 minus 4 minus 8 minus 12. So every time you are though it is an arithmetic, you are adding minus 4. 0 को minus 4 ऐड किया तो minus 4 आया. So you have to find out this minus 4. How do we get? D is equal to a2 minus a1. What is a2? Minus 4 minus what is a1? 0. So what is that we get? Minus 4. So this D you will have to add to this term. Minus 12 minus 4. How much? Minus 16. So the next term will be minus 16. Similarly if you want next term, minus 16 minus 4. Okay, minus 20. That way here since the D is minus, though we are adding, it is getting reducing and going up forward. However it is, you will have to find first the D, a2 minus a1. Generally it comes in positive values unless the question is decreasing series. So that thing you'll have to add and you'll have to get like this. You have one Roman of sums. And the last model is find AP when A and D are given. For example, they are given you A is equal to 5, D is equal to 2. Find the arithmetic progression. You can do it is very easily. That is first term. What is our formula? A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, so on. So A is 5, A plus D, 5 plus 2 how much? 7. A plus 2D, 2D means 2 2s are 4, 5 plus 4, 9. Next you have to do a little bit clearly. A plus 2D is equal to, A means 5 plus 2 into D is again 2. So 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So this is third term. Second term, A plus D is equal to 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Fourth term, you want a fourth term, A4 is equal to A plus 3D is equal to 5 plus 3 into D. So 5 plus 6 11. So this way you will keep on finding all the terms. So these are the 4 kinds of sums that are in our first exercise. So do them, and any doubts you can ping back so that I'll explain you later in detail. Thank you.